back to our channel. My name is Teacher Smith and today we are going to understand a very interesting topic of patterns. So let's try to understand more about this topic using an example question. Here the question says, the first 5 figures of a pattern are shown below. What I can see, there are 5 of the figures that we can see. The table below shows the number of white and green circles used for each figure. I have figure numbers written, number of white circles, number of green circles, total number of white and green circles, and there are 2 of the questions that it's asking. Let's try to focus on the first part of the question, that is, fill in the table for figure 6. At first, let's try to understand the question. The table that is shown here is figure number. See, figure number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the numbers are given. Check, the number of white circle in figure 1 is just 1. You can also check figure to understand. See, figure 1, there is only 1 white circle. Then number of green circles. Check, in figure 1, it is just 0. See, figure 1 has no green circle. And the total number of white and green circles. See, it's number of white circles, number of green circle added to get the answer, that is 1. Now the question is asking me, I need to fill for figure 6 what the data is present in here. So let's try to understand it. See, the number of white circles, if I want to fill this block, it's 1, 1, 6, 6. So if figure 5 is 15, figure 6 will be, yes, it is correct, that is 15 again. Now what we did is we just observed the numbers and thought it's 15. But we can also check from the figure to understand more. Here if you just understand figure 1, see, 1 white circle. Then in figure 2, a new row has been added. But when a new row is added, the new row is of different color, that is green color. So number of white circle remains the same in here. In figure 3, new row is added and that row is of white circle. That's why there is a change in the white circles. In figure 4, a new row, 4th row that is added is green. So number of white circle remains the same. So in figure 5, if a new row of white circle is added, in figure 6, the new row that will be added is of different color. So it won't change for white circles. That is the reason why white circle remains the same. Now let's move on to the next part, that is number of green circles. Here if I check from the number 0, 3, 3, 3, 10, 10. Just by checking the number, I can't understand what actually the pattern is. So from the number, if it's difficult, the best thing is you understand from the figure that we have. So let's try to understand from the figure, that is, let's say, take for example figure 5. In figure 5, the first row that you can see, there are many rows, right? The first row has only 1 circle, counting the number of circles. In row 2, count the number of circles, 1, 2 and 3. In row 3, there are 5 circles. In row 4, there are 7. In row 5, there are 9 of the circles. Can you observe anything in the number of circles? See, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So in figure 6, if I ask, how many number of circles will there be? Yes, we can observe the difference between the number is just 2. So if the difference is 2, 2, 2, 2, from 9 to figure 6 is just 11 that we can see. But the question is not asking me how many number of circles, it's asking me number of green circles. So let's just focus on green circles. See, row 2 has number of green circles. Then directly row 4 has number of green circles. Can we observe anything? Yes, we can observe row 2, row 4 and then row 6 will have, yes, number of green circles. So what we need to do is count the number of green circles. 11 plus 7 plus 3, that is nothing but 21. So the total number of green circles is just 21. Now we need to find out what is the total number of white and green circles. We just need to add 15 plus 21, that is just 36. So this completes the first part of the question where we need to fill the table. That's it. Now moving on to the next part, that is, what is the total number of white and green circles in figure 50? Figure 50, it's like I have figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I keep drawing it till figure 50, imagine it will take a lot of time, right? So the best thing is, let's try to observe. Here, what we can observe is from the given information I have regarding the total number of white and green circles and the figures. Let's try to represent whatever we have. See, figure 1 has one circle. Figure 2 has total of 4 circles. Figure 3 has 9. Figure 4 has 16 and figure 5 has 25. The question is asking me the total number of white green about figure 50. Now, here, if I just check the numbers, it's quite difficult to understand what the actual pattern is because it's not the same difference I can observe. So the best thing is, if from the number it's difficult, you check from the figure that we have. So let's try to understand something. See, figure 1. If I keep a look on figure 1 has just one circle. Oh, it's the same. Figure 1, one circle. Figure 2 has 4. Now just see. Here, the arrangement of the two rows, it's like one circle in first row, three circles in the second row. What if I remove this circle and place it on the other side? Oh, I just changed the arrangement. But after changing the arrangement, the number of circles, are they arranged in any geometrical figure? Does this remind you of any geometrical figure? Check. Yes, it looks like a square. It looks like a square where on one of the side I have two circles, and on the other circle, on the other side I have two circles. So to count the total number of circles, it's just 2 times 2. That is nothing but 4. So in figure 2, I have 2 times 2 circles. Moving on to figure. Again, let's check using the arrangement of the circle. See, there is a circle that is present here. If I remove this and place it here, and these two circles that are present, if I remove it and place it here, again, which figure we can observe? Yes, it's just a square where on one of the side there are three circles. And to count, it's just 3 times 3 in total circle. That gives me 9. Similarly, if I check for figure 4, I can remove this circle, place it here. These two circles can place it here. These three circles I can place it here. Again, I can get a figure. And in figure 4, the arrangement you can see is just 4 times 4. Now, for figure 5, can anyone tell me what it will be? Yes, it will be just 5 times 5 by just changing the arrangement. Just observe. This one circle can be placed here. The second circle can be placed 2 circles here. And then the 3 circles that are present, I can place it here. The 4 circles I can remove and place it here. So, what we can understand is, for figure 5, it is 5 times 5. Just check. Figure 2 is 2 times 2. Figure 3 is 3 times 3. Figure 4 is 4 times 4. Figure 5 is 5 times 5. There is a speciality of this type of numbers that we can see. The speciality is, check, the number is multiplied with itself. All the numbers, it's 4 times 4, 5 times 5. And when the number is multiplied with itself, which type of figure it forms? Yes, it forms sides of the square. It forms a square. That is the reason why these numbers are particularly called as square numbers. This numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Next number will be 6 times 6, that is 36. All these numbers that 1, 4, 9 are called as square numbers. And this is the interesting part that we have learned from this question. So now if I ask you, for figure 50, if I want to find out, what we need to do? Yes, it's just 50 times 50, number multiplied with itself, that is 2500. And that completes our question, where we have answered 2 of the question. Check the first question. Whenever you observe the number, we can easily get what the pattern is. But if from the number it's quite difficult to understand the pattern, the best thing is you understand from the figure that we have. From the figure, try to understand what pattern it's following, how the figure is increasing or decreasing. Then the most important part that we learn from this question is about square numbers. And what are square numbers? It's basically a number which is multiplied with itself. So this is the most interesting part that we can look for. So next time when you do question based on pattern, the best thing you can do is also look for square numbers if there are any. So that completes our session for today. If you have any of the doubts while practicing question based on patterns, you can scan the QR code. The first QR code belongs to me. You can text me your doubts. I can solve it over WhatsApp. The next is about if you have any more doubts or you want to learn more content from us, you can scan the QR code, subscribe our channel so that you can learn interesting content from Kangaroo Study. For now, I'm Teacher Smith signing off right now, but I'll see you in the next video.